Hello and welcome back to the Sunday special episode of the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? We love a Sunday special.
Love a Sunday special, a little bite-sized. Send it to your friends.
Right. If you didn't if you got through last Wednesday's episode, this is going to be short.
That was a long one.
Long one.
Yeah. Enjoyed every minute, though. Most minutes.
It was fun.
90% of the minutes.
90% ain't bad.
That's pretty good. And guys, if you, we talked about this a little bit on our last episode, but we're running a little contest.
I don't know if this was a good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
It's
too late.
This is a hungover idea.
I'm sure we've already gotten submissions.
I'm sure.
But if you want to win a date with Jared Freed,
yes,
email uup@betches.com. We didn't clarify this last time. You need to be in New York. We don't want anyone flying in for this. It's not going to be that good.
I didn't even think of that.
Candace mentioned it after we recorded Wednesday's episode. She was like, I hope people don't think we're flying them in for this.
No,
the budget isn't there.
The budget is me buying you drinks.
We'll take submissions from people as far as Hoboken.
What? Sorry. What are we doing here?
No, just which boroughs are you accepting submissions from?
Okay, Hoboken, Brooklyn, Queens,
Long Island City,
Harlem, Bronx. Yeah, I got to be able to take a subway to you. Can I take a subway to you? Path station or subway?
Okay, yes. Public transportation.
I got to be able... listen, you got to be able to get to the West Village with one subway pass.
No transfers.
You can transfer.
Okay.
No. You can't. I don't want... Look, here's the thing. If you write it and you're... Listen, I sound like a douche because I'm saying email in...
But here's the rules, yeah.
Email in if you'd like to go on a date.
Well, here's
and tell me why you'd like to go on a date, and it's going to be blind submissions. We're taking away pictures, no pictures. You can explain why you think we'd be a good match in the email. It'll be fun. We're going to read it on the air. We'll read our best emails, and then we'll make a choice. And I would like to go out before the new year because this is my... This is my no dates in the new year. This is my one date
of the month of December. So you could be
in
also.
December.
Here's the other thing: you can feel confident that Jared isn't going out with anyone else.
Nobody else.
This is there's no competition except for you, the winner of this email.
And I'm going to go from here to an urgent care. I'm going to get tested.
Okay, there you go.
Clean as a whistle.
Any other rules? Can someone who's been on a date with you apply? Can someone who used to date apply? Is there any rules? What are the rules?
If we've been on a date, yeah, I'd love that. That's a fun email. Are you kidding?
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so you're still allowed to enter if you've already been on a date.
Right.
But if you went on more than 6 dates, I think you're done.
Yeah.
Right. You'll take those too?
Okay. I'll take some 6 dates, and I don't know.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun to read these emails.
Are you paying for the date?
Of course. I'm going to pay for the fucking date. Can you imagine? I would love to hear someone talk shit about me.
Include your Venmo.
Right.
So Jared can charge you.
Right. Can you imagine someone like, oh, can you believe this guy who goes on his podcast, begs for dates, and then says they have to pay?
An all expense paid date with Jared.
Yeah, I will take you out.
Just drinks.
Just drinks. Maybe we'll have some, light food on the bar. I don't know. Maybe some light apps. Okay. I'm not making promises. Wait, we should get a restaurant to sponsor this.
Oh yeah, if you're interested in sponsoring Jared's date.
And then we can review the date spot if they want.
That'll be a part of it. uup@betches.com. uup@betches.com. If you're a restaurant interested in sponsoring the date spot.
Candace has some issues. No, this is my last date of 2023. Yes, we're doing this. This is my last date.
Quick hits. If it goes well, maybe we'll do another one. Or maybe they'll get married and we won't need to.
Right. This is sad. I don't know.
I mean, you should marry the winner of this contest just because you will definitely make it to the New York Times wedding section.
Absolutely.
With this story.
Right. I mean, they'd have to listen to the last episode where you said I'm best known for farts.
Like Jared, you're a New York Knicks Madison Square Garden celebrity.
That's right. Big time celeb. Begging.
Big time magazine editor. Sorry. No.
Yes. So I'm excited for the prospects. Here's the date it's going to happen. No pictures. And it is going to happen. You have to be free because we want to come in and talk about it the next day.
Because you got to be free on the specific
You got to be free on the night of the December 20th. I'll do it the night because we're taping on December 20th.
Yeah.
And then we're coming in to tape the next day.
Oh, no, we canceled that one.
Oh, we canceled that one. Never mind.
You can do that. Can you do the 19th? And then we'll talk about it on the 20th.
Right. So the date is the 19th.
Tuesday, the 19th of December.
Tuesday, the 19th of December, if you'd like to go out. Is that appropriate for when this comes out? Okay.
And you have to be, this might go without saying, you have to be okay with Jared talking about how your date went on this podcast.
Yeah, you kind of open you kind of open yourself up to being spoken about,
respectfully.
But respectfully.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it. I hope I would do a good job by you. I would hope.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, if we're selecting this person from people who are submitting, so we're going to know that they're normal enough to understand that
they get the show.
Part of it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What are we talking about today?
Right.
Also, if you're out there and you want to come to a show, I got to mention these shows.
Yeah. Where are you?
I am all over this great nation of ours. Phoenix. I just was there. Thank you.
It's over.
It's over, Phoenix. You missed out if you didn't come. Albany. Every time I do these like
Albany shows.
Albany-ish shows.
Okay.
It's like 7 people there. So if
cold there this time of year.
Yeah, come inside, laugh.
It's an indoor show.
Yeah, come on. San Diego for New Year's, and then I'm hopping a flight. What are you gonna do for New Year's? Have you thought about this?
I have some friends in town. Might just do like the nice thing about being in a house is like you could gather at someone's house.
Right. Comfy, cozy.
Yeah.
Fire.
I guess you could gather at an apartment too. If you wanted to.
Yeah, it's a little sadder. Not doing as
less,
well.
Less couch space.
Bunch of renters hanging out. Fuck that.
Who wants to be around that?
Right. That's sad.
Yeah. What about you?
It's
You're
a
gonna be in
Sunday
San
night.
Diego?
So here's the issue. I'm San Diego Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Flying from West Coast to East Coast fucking sucks. It's just the whole day.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got a 6 a.m. flight.
You lose 3 hours.
You lose it.
And in addition to the 6 hours flying,
right.
So it's 9 hours of the day. Yeah.
It's horrific. So I'm like, there was a thought of going to Cabo because I'd never been. Cabo alone sounds like the saddest thing that's ever. I don't think that's like it's like everyone on their honeymoon.
Yeah, I think Cabo is also a big group spot. Like a lot of people on the West Coast, I think, go there in groups. So it's not a lot of like solo travel.
Yeah. So then I was like, maybe I'll just come back to New York, and that's a direct flight.
We're going to Boca.
Well, I got a flight direct from. So I'm taking a 6 a.m. flight that Sunday morning to Atlanta, then Atlanta to Miami.
Oh, nice.
Gonna go to Miami. 2 days, Miami, done. Already
no
booked.
Boca.
No Boca.
Okay.
I don't want to see those people.
Well, I had a question.
My parents.
If your parents, you've had enough.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was enough.
Yeah, I've done.
If your parents were still living in Needham, Massachusetts, would you go home as often? You think? Or is it the sun that you're partially going for?
I guess I don't know. Maybe not. I would. Right. Them being in Boca makes it like very easy.
It's like a vacation.
It's fantastic.
Right. You're on the beach.
On the beach.
Golf,
well,
pool.
By the beach. This is a big argument in my house.
How far from the beach?
My parents.
How far?
20 minutes. Would you call that on the beach?
No.
Right.
Okay. It's by the beach.
By the beach.
Yeah.
My parents came to my shows in Nashville, and they got in a fight because the Uber driver's like, "Where do you guys live?" And my mom goes, "We live in Boca." And then my mom, and he goes, "Oh, but on the beach?" And my mom goes, "Well, by the beach." And my dad goes, "We live on the beach."
I agree with your mom there.
Right.
Yeah.
And they, I guess, in the Uber to when they came into the show, just had all they talked about. My mom kept going, "You think we live on the beach? We live near the beach." My dad goes, "You're not on the beach." It was like a drag out fight.
If they were listing the house, would they write
beach
on the beach?
Right.
Beachfront.
I'm on my mom's side
No.
completely. Yeah. That's it. But it's 20 minutes from the beach, not bad.
No, not bad, but definitely
ain't
not
on the beach.
But it's not on the beach.
Yeah, Hoboken ain't Manhattan.
Well, yeah, that's not,
right.
Yeah.
Think about that when you're emailing.
Thankfully, your dad's not on dating apps.
Right.
On the beach.
I'm
what?
in the right. No. 5'9". Nope. Yeah, my dad's got a lot of leeway with language. I'm in the city all the time. That's to me.
That version of we're on the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you live in Long Island. I'm making you travel 2 hours to go to a date. No.
Right.
No.
Agreed. All right. Well, good thing your dad's out of the dating pool.
Well, if you're in these other yeah, good thing. I hope. Albany, San Diego, Madison, Wisconsin, New York City, Boston, Toronto, Chicago, Minneapolis, Royal Oak, Denver, San Francisco, just added Nashville, just added West Hampton, doing a show over the summer in the Hamptons. I've also added some other places. What the fuck did he email the other day? I think New Orleans and Charleston.
Oh.
I've never been there for shows.
Where? Charleston?
New Orleans, I did a show randomly years ago. Charleston, I've never done shows.
Charleston. I don't think I've been to either of those places.
You've never been to Charleston?
No. Wait.
You would love
Have
Charleston.
I been to Charleston?
You haven't been to... Yeah, you have.
Oh, yes. I have been to Charleston. I met your
Because
friend.
I sent you to Keith's
yes,
Bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I have been to Charleston. I haven't been to New Orleans.
New Orleans is awesome. It's like another country.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I feel like people love it or hate it. Everything I've heard from people who've been to New Orleans is like, they hate it. They think it's like...
The people who hate it have sensitive stomachs.
Maybe that's...
Because I'm in the same boat.
Or they like love it, think it's a ton of fun.
So New Orleans is like Key West, where it's like you have people...
either.
Right. Well, Key West, New Orleans, mountain towns are all kind of places where people go, I could live here and then actually do it.
Really?
And then they move and it becomes their whole life.
People move to New Orleans?
I have one of my dad's closest friends did.
Oh.
Just was there, like became
I feel like the
entrenched in
summers
the
are pretty
lifestyle.
hot.
It is muggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta say, the food down there, you're like, I can't believe what's going on here. Great food, a lot of creams, a lot of sugar.
Okay. Not the healthiest. It's like the opposite of LA.
It's legit the opposite. It's like if you have a sensitive tongue, like I go to New Orleans, I've been there on a bachelor party. I like spent half the bachelor party on the toilet. Like it was like literally, they're like, "Where's Jared?" You didn't even have to ask.
So not a good place for the IBS Crohn's community.
They should just stay away.
Okay. Good to know.
Stay away. What are we talking about
today? Well, first we're gonna play Icky or Picky.
I love this game.
Great game. Love it. Love this one.
Okay.
All right, I'll read it.
Please.
My boyfriend and I love you guys and listen to your episodes together, so I need you to weigh in. Oh, I love when we can weigh in on the couple's dispute.
I love it too.
My partner, 30 male.
Break up. No.
My partner, 30 male, and I, 35 female, went away with his parents, 50s and 60s, and siblings, early 20s, male and female. Okay. For a week vacation, and they are a big Bath family.
End it. Bath family?
Like they like to take baths?
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
I haven't even finished the email.
I'm disgusted.
Just because they like to take baths?
To be known as a big Bath family? Like,
oh, yeah. That is a weird thing to be known for.
Right?
They enjoy their those Freeds enjoy their baths.
Right? Like people know that. That sounds so weird.
That is weird.
Big Bath family.
Do you like a bath?
The only time I do a bath. You want to see?
I really like a hot tub, which is basically a bath.
Hot tub is so different.
Well,
it's chlorinated.
Yeah, that's true.
It moves around.
Yeah.
There's jets. The jets are the most important part. You're just sitting in a legit pond.
That's true. It needs to have. What if it's like a jacuzzi bath?
I'm more okay with it. When I take a bath, I fill up the tub. I'm hungover like I am now.
When's the last time you took a bath? Take us there.
This is gonna get sad. Like a couple weeks ago, I was really hungover.
Okay.
Filled up the tub.
In your studio?
Yes.
Apartment. Okay.
Thanks for making it sadder.
I guess I could have just called it an apartment. I'm sorry.
Jordana paints a picture of me. What do your friends think of me? In your studio, not well lit studio that you tape your podcast in, that has no silverware, with
the Tom
souvenir mugs.
It's not really fair because you've been to my house. I've never been to your apartment, so I can't. I'll give a
I'll
tour.
have a dinner party one of these days.
I'll do it since you're a celebrity now.
Right.
I'll do an MTV Cribs style.
Yes.
I'll do the interviewer.
This is
good bonus content.
Yeah, this is for the benefits.
I know we still haven't gotten to 10,000 YouTube subscribers, but if we get there, maybe we will do a Jared's MTV Crib style
Absolutely.
room tour.
You can see where the magic happens. Filled up the tub. I sat to like a third, and then I sat in it with the shower on.
Okay.
Head tucked between my legs, like it was like the end of like a prison scene.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your last bath you took.
I did light a candle
2 weeks ago. That's fair,
But that's not. I'm not a bath guy. Like to me,
not from a bath.
If
family.
you're in a bath as an adult, it's the lowest moment of your life.
I guess
a bath. Sometimes I'm imagining like a woman with like bubbles and candle. I can understand.
I'll take a bath every couple weeks.
Well, here's the thing that you're used to as a woman that I'm not used to as a man. The idea of getting in a shower and not washing my hair. That's unheard of to me.
Right.
Like getting my body wet and not my hair. That to me is like kind of icky. Like I don't like it.
I only wash my hair maybe twice a week.
Right. This is many women share this with you, where it's like, oh no, I'm not getting my hair wet. I'm like, the idea of like getting out of a shower without getting your head wet is like I'm weirded out by it. I
mean, I would love to wash my hair every time, but it would be doing all day would just be doing my hair all the time.
Right. So this is my
That's
point.
why we get so annoyed when people cancel dates.
Right.
Because it's like if you did a hair day, it takes like, I don't know, depending, like I'm really bad at it, so it takes me like 15, 20 minutes to do my hair, but if you're good at it, it could take you like an hour.
Like, I mean, that's a lot of time
you're
out
really
of life.
putting the attention. It deserves, and you have to dry
Whoever does
it,
the date on the 19th, you're allowed. Don't do your hair. You can come.
No, you don't.
Oh,
they're
don't
not
do
gonna,
that.
They won the contest. They're gonna give up now. No,
They're gonna come up in a gown.
How long did it take you to do your hair? You were going on a date.
Okay, am I washing my hair?
Yes.
For this?
The full thing.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify from. You can only hear my voice. I'm black, so I have 4C.
Jared
hair.
and I know this.
Yes,
you do. Just in case you couldn't tell, I have 4C hair. So if I'm washing my hair, I need like a good 4 hours. Because
can
my
you
hair
explain
gets
to me?
so curly.
What is 4C hair?
4C is like the kinkiest curl that you can have. Like
I didn't know that there was like a number letter system for this.
Oh yeah, curls just. This could be a whole other episode, but for my hair being straight today, like if I got caught in the rain or something, it would look shorter than yours.
Really?
Shrinkage.
I got you. I understand shrinkage.
There we go.
Yeah, that I know well.
So yeah, I need like arm
4
strength.
hours.
It's like a workout.
Yeah.
I set up a movie.
So if
a movie.
So can you?
Yeah.
So can you imagine? You have a date. You start doing your hair for. The person cancels 3 hours before. You're in the middle of your hair situation. Now you understand how enraged, right?
You would never let it go.
Never forgive them.
Never forgive them.
It's like a rue the day moment.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Because let's like just comparatively.
That should be on dating apps. That should be something you're upfront about. Like, hey, just so you know, I need, like, that would actually be a nice dating app thing. Check a box for when.
How long you go? Well, what is the minimum amount of time that you can cancel?
Right.
That I'm
If you
accepting.
make it-
I'm accepting cancellations without a charge.
This is a great idea.
That actually is a great idea. Like, I have a 12-hour cancellation policy. Otherwise, you have to.
Here's my Venmo.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, no one would do it, and you would be deemed like the worst person on the internet. But I think there'd
be one think piece about like, well, maybe she's got a point. You know,
but
like
now you understand. Like, if you cancel day of. For
Right.
men, it's like you go in the shower, you're out, you're done, you put on your outfit. It takes you probably 10 minutes total.
Candace, does your boyfriend know this about you?
How long I need to take?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole thinking process too of like, do I really want to go? So he adds an extra he tells me the wrong time on purpose.
Really? Wow.
Because you're always late?
Yes.
Okay.
Love
Smart.
it.
So
Love it.
He knows the whole drill.
This is a part of the
But
lifestyle.
now does he tell you the
life.
wrong time like so often that you now know to just push it back like 30 minutes?
Right. It defeats the purpose.
Right.
He tells me
So now he's got to go 30 minutes before that. Now
he
he's
used
like,
to tell me like a 15-minute earlier time, and now he does like a whole hour just in case.
that's smart. Because like now you get used to it, and so you assume that he's telling you a time that's earlier than you need to be there.
Could women have like a whole podcast centered around what's your hair routine? Do you think that could be a Betches podcast?
I don't know if I would listen. it's a little. I mean,
Every guest comes on,
like
talks about their
YouTube
hair.
Video.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
that's
like you
fun.
need visuals.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Just I'm just here spitballing. Okay.
Maybe if they subscribe to our YouTube,
So-
then
Yeah.
find out.
Anyway,
Okay.
I guess we haven't even gotten
Right,
to
what's the
finish
problem?
okay, so
Let's
they're
talk
big,
about this disgusting family.
So this family, they're a big bath family. All of them have a bath nearly every night. Nothing wrong with that,
Crazy.
especially in the winter.
There is something wrong with that. Okay.
I love a good.
Why do you know
nearly
that?
every night is a lot. Nearly
Yeah.
every night is crazy.
For the men?
Who has time for that? Every night?
Right.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, especially in the winter. I love a good bubble bath. But I realized they would each come downstairs and tell the next person the bath was free. Turns out they all reuse the same bath water as each other. I assume topping it up with more hot water each time.
Stop this.
Now, I'm not opposed to sharing a bath with my partner, but the idea of reusing someone else's bath water just sounds so icky to me. I love my partner and his family, so not a deal breaker, but would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. No reduce, reuse, recycle for me. Thanks.
Let me tell this listener, get the fuck out of this.
That is gross.
That's the fucking grossest thing I've ever heard in my
It's
entire
weird to
life.
take a bath nearly every night. It's extremely weird to share bath water with your family members. Bath water is so disgusting. I wouldn't share that with anyone. Unless there's the only exception is when you get in the bath together.
You're getting in your mom's pussy water?
Oh, God.
I just can't.
That's how you should confront him.
I don't know. I
It is
can't.
gross, yeah.
I'm like in shock. This can't be true.
The only way this works, again, to a couple getting in together same time and leave together same time, or you have little kids taking a bath. You kind of like pop one in, pop them out. The next one goes in. The next one goes
All
out.
fair. All fair. This
Grown
is
adults
this is,
reusing the same water. Are you cheap? I
You
don't
get-
understand. Why not just drain the bath?
right.
New water.
You're
They don't
getting in your dad's ball water.
They're trying to conserve water.
This is crazy.
This is really gross. This is very icky.
This is icky. I mean, I would have a talk with like my boyfriend. I'd be like, what? I guess the only explanation is like, oh, as babies, they would pop one in, and we just never got off of it. But that's crazy.
And the parents too. Every
The
night.
parents?
Every night.
Male and female siblings.
That's insane. I want to hear. She said he listens. They listen together.
If you're listening,
Please write in with like some sort of explanation for this.
it can't be true. It is funny that you will do things as a family, and then it takes one person dating someone new to go, "What are you
What
doing?"
are you guys talking about?
Right? What's going on?
What's your family's thing?
Probably.
Is that a different
I don't
episode?
know. Probably the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm not like.
I don't know what we
I don't
do
know,
that's
like-
weird. I mean, I've been told like, I mean, everyone is super critical.
Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, maybe that's
Talking about
that's
mine.
it.
That's funny.
What's your thing? I don't
My family's thing? Oh, my family's thing is that we constantly talk about my mom's first divorce.
We just talked about it. Before
Yeah, it's
taping.
been like and Mike and all the other like people married in are like, you guys are talking about this again?
It's Jen and Brad,
Wow, you
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
You guys are really still talking about this. Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
it's still selling magazines, huh? Would you break up with a person whose family did this? Would
No.
you
If
question the relationship?
We're already in a relationship and they do this. I would make sure that they knew that that wasn't how our family was going to be.
Right.
But I
Would you ever say to the siblings, it's weird? Would you ever
I
announce
think if I was on a comfort level.
Yeah.
I
You're
think-
comfortable enough to go on vacation with them. They went on vacation together.
Yeah. I think if I was comfortable enough with them, I would say, you guys, like, what's with this bathwater thing? Like with the bath, like
A question that's
can I
also a
ask you
judgment.
something?
Yeah.
I mean, if
nothing
you're- if
more
you're-
Jewish.
That's if
What's with the bathwater thing?
I mean, if you're close enough with someone, I would,
yeah, I guess I wouldn't break up with them, but I would be more like, what else is around the corner? Like the fact that anyone knows they're a bath family is bizarre.
yeah, that
Just
is
a-
weird. It's it's kind of a creepy thing to have about your family that they like are obsessed with baths.
Listen, if I take a bath, I then take a shower, no
Yes.
matter what.
Oh yes, definitely.
So that
sitting in
tells
your
you
own
everything.
one,
My
yeah.
own,
Yeah.
I get weirded out by.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting in your own like dead skin cells,
And your cum. Oh, no, we're not all.
okay. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, we're
Hopefully
not all
that's not-
masturbating in the bath? Oh, okay.
Masturbating in the bath?
I've tried. It's not fun. Okay. It's not fun.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Splish splash.
All right. Well, we're agreeing this is Icky.
Taking a bath.
Splish splash.
You ever hear that song?
Splish. Yeah.
Right. That's a song.
Very famous.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath. Coming all over the tub.
Those are not the lyrics. Those are not.
Sorry.
The lyrics.
Okay. I'll do the email. Ready?
I love this email.
J&J, love the pod. Appreciate all your sound advice week over week. Thank you for solving dating for all of us. I have a newfound issue in my relationship that came up and would love to get your thoughts. It centers around household responsibilities between partners when not living together.
Not living together.
Okay. I've been dating my boyfriend for about 10 months. I'm 36 female and he is 41 male, divorced with 50% custody of his 6-year-old daughter. I live in a very small studio in NYC with a queen bed, love seat, small TV, barely a kitchen. This sounds like they live with me. It's a good thing they said studio, or Jordana would have corrected you.
Yeah.
I've been living a single life for quite some time now, so this small space has not bothered me in the past. Now that I've been dating my boyfriend for a while and the relationship is progressing, we're spending more time together. Due to the fact that my apartment is so small, I find myself traveling to his apartment most nights 4 times a week. Is that a lot?
I think that's a good amount.
Healthy amount? Okay.
Yeah.
I
How
do
long
not.
have they been dating? 10 months? Yeah.
Okay. I do not.
It's maybe a lot. Ish, I don't know.
I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Well, we'll find out.
I do not mind making the trek uptown because his apartment is much more spacious, so it seems to make more sense. He has a 2-bedroom, big living room. Ooh, cha-ching. 2-bedroom, big living room, full kitchen, huge TV,
Wow.
etc. Can you introduce me?
This is an expensive apartment from
Right.
Manhattan, yeah.
Uptown. When I go up there after work, we tend to have dinners. He cooks. Watch a show, etc. I have belongings there as well as items in the bathroom, medicine cabinet. I should note, he is always welcome at mine, but has actively stated he prefers his. So would I.
Shocking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't watch a movie on the love seat together. This all seems normal to me, but he made a comment the other night that had me shook. She put in capital letters. As I mentioned earlier, I'm always the one going to his apartment. He's usually the one to make us dinner. To be honest, I'm not much of a chef, and he seems to enjoy cooking. The other night, when he realized he ran out of an ingredient, he asked me to go get it, and I must have looked confused. He then said, "Come on, when are you going to start contributing around here?"
That's not how I that's not how I heard it in my.
How did you hear it? Say it.
Come on, when are you going to start contributing around here? That's how I heard it.
Interesting. I heard it as, "Come on, when are you going to start contributing around here?"
No, is not. No one would say that.
That'd be the jokey but honest way I would say.
No, I think he was like irritated.
Come on,
like
when are you going to start contributing around here?
Yeah, it's kind of how I heard it more a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gonna have to unpack that on therapy.
I mean, we're gonna. Yeah, I mean, if she didn't write in the tone, but
could she send a voice note?
No, she did. She did write in the tone. She did write in the tone.
He said this angrily. Okay.
I was right. The answer is in the email.
Sometimes I get hungover and I don't do a lot of preparation. Okay.
And with contempt.
He said this angrily and with contempt. Okay, so come on. Come on, this is my big moment for the. If
Just needed a red onion. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, Samantha! When are you gonna start contributing around here? Is that how? Did I get the part? I'm doing a little more acting.
Yeah.
I was in a movie. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
How about this? Okay, so he's down in his luck. Things at work aren't going well. This 2-bedroom apartment mortgage is really, he's in deep. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Come on. When are you? Come on. When are you going to start contributing around here?
I think that's kind of how he said it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Come on.
That no.
Maybe,
Is that a long come on? That's jokey.
I think he was getting frustrated. Like,
come on, Jordana.
Okay, you say. Okay, you say.
I would say the name.
I forgot to. I didn't get an onion for this dish.
Oh, I forgot the onions.
What kind of onion you want? What kind of onion? I don't know what kind of onion you want.
What? I was actually getting an onion. Wait. Damn it! I forgot the onions.
Okay, I don't know. What you want me to go get it?
Come on! When are you going to start contributing around here?
I think that's how it went.
That is beyond my ability.
He said
I don't think I've ever. I remember one time I got angry at a girlfriend, and I like quickly did a come on. I did it enough.
Right. Well,
and that was the only time I ever got mad at a girlfriend like that.
But you would silently resent someone.
I felt horrible.
You prefer to silently resent someone, though.
Yeah,
right?
that's my option. My other option is to let it build up until I break up out of nowhere.
Right. I can't say, some people prefer that method.
Right.
Right.
Come on. When are you going to start contributing around it? It is also just like so like formal.
Well, it's something he's been, to me, this is annoying because he's been thinking for a bit and it's coming out in this way.
Right. Like,
it could have been a different conversation.
Here's Jared Frieden, how he says it. Ready?
You'd say absolutely nothing.
Hey, you want to get the red onion?
I guess it's like kind of cold out. You want me to, you need it?
No, I'll get it. 2 weeks later.
We have to talk. That is how you do it, though. That's another. That's another
option. Another way to go. He said this angrily with contempt, so it started a small tiff we have yet to resolve. He made comments about how he always is doing the cooking. I'm always at his place, but not doing any of the cleaning or laundry, etc. He even made a comment that he could use help with the vacuuming.
She puts like 15 question marks after
that. I was shocked because I never looked at it this way. Of course you didn't. You're not doing any of the cleaning.
I can't see dust.
Right? I guess we think of things differently. In my mind, he is the host, and since I'm not living there, why should I be cleaning his apartment or folding his laundry or even cooking dinner? It also embarrassed me because I feel like he was insinuating I'm freeloading at his apartment. I was horrified. I don't know about embarrassing.
Saying that? I would be a little embarrassed if someone said that to me.
I guess when
are you going to start contributing out of nowhere?
Right.
I think I think I'd be like, oh wow, like he must just think I'm like freeloading.
Right. He has these thoughts about me that I didn't know.
Yeah, I could see why that would be embarrassing.
Which leads me to these questions. What type of responsibilities should be shared when you're at someone's apartment all the time? Is he correct in that I should be offering to help clean and do laundry and cook if I'm spending most of my week there? How should we navigate this moving forward? It doesn't make sense for him to come to my apartment since it's so much smaller, and he doesn't even express interest in wanting to spend time in the studio. So what type of contribution is fair for me to make it his? I've never been asked to whip out a mop and broom at my boyfriend's apartment or even be the one cook dinner if I'm not hosting. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Thanks so much. Confused about contribution now, Betch. What do you think?
I don't think it's about here's the thing. I don't think it's like, oh, she needs to start like mopping the floors in his apartment. I think it's more about the effort that she's putting in. Like if he's cooking for her, I think she should be cleaning up. If they're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I think like if he feels like, I can see why he would feel a little resentful if after a while she just comes over and like he's doing everything, and he probably, I assume if he has his apartment, he has a pretty good job that he's probably working pretty hard at, and he's got a kid also, and he's probably like, be nice if the person I'm dating now at 10 months, we're past the like wooing stage, would kind of show that they're trying to be a little bit more like of a teammate here.
Right. Well, that kind of makes what you're saying is correct. I'm trying to think of like, why would I say this to someone? Mm-hmm. And to me, again, it's always like there's another fight.
But we've established that you wouldn't say this to someone.
Right. But I wouldn't say this to someone, but this came out of nowhere. So he's thought this before.
Yeah, he's been thinking about this a bit.
This has been on his mind. And I would say, from my perspective, if I was like saying this out loud, it would be, and we're 10 months in, I'm like, wow, I'm thinking of getting serious with someone who lacks a quality that I might be looking for in a long-term relationship.
Yeah. And I don't think it's crazy that he, as someone with a kid, was like kind of in maybe a more adult, I don't want to say she's not an adult, but like in a like real intense adult situation here, is like, I maybe want to be with someone who's a little more proactive in like the caretaking way, and it seems like I'm the one doing that.
A partner.
Sure.
You said that before. I also, this is hard because it comes, you know, like,
and I agree. I don't think it's about like any one thing she is or isn't doing, but maybe that's just not her personality style. And like you said, maybe he's realizing that like, oh, this is actually something I would really prefer to have in a partner. Someone who does that more. And he's like figuring out if he can deal with you.
Like, and to me, it's immature for him to be like, come on, when are you going to pull your weight around here?
I also agree with that, yeah.
It's immature, but it's also immature to go, what do you want me to mop? It's like, no, that's not what he's saying.
Well,
like,
he said he could use help with the vacuuming.
Right, the vacuuming is crazy, but I think that's like what people do in a fight is they try to like, you know, you're going to extremes.
Right.
Extreme is, come on, when are you going to work around here? You know, like, and this isn't about mopping. This is like doing laundry to me, like, that's a little bit like, I think there's like I would ask myself if I'm like her, let's look in the mirror. Like, again, if it's a personality trait that you'd like to like work on, you know, do you ever, if I cook dinner and the person just sat there and never offered to do the dishes, I'd be like, this is who, it's kind of rude, but it's also who they are.
Right.
I'd be like, I guess this is how,
but
like.
Here's the difference between men and women, though, I think, like in these scenarios, and we've talked about this. Me, if I cooked dinner and I invited Mike over and I cooked dinner and then he was just sitting there and again, that was like continuously happening, I think I would eventually say, without being, I mean, at least I would hope so. He said this in like a very passive aggressive way, which is the annoying part. But if he was like, hey, like, you know, I've been doing all the cooking. I would actually really appreciate it if you would like proactively help me clean up.
Right.
And that's kind of like a normal couple relationship. Person doesn't always do what you want them to do when you want them to do it in the way you want them to do it.
Right.
And that's like, you're never going to find someone who just automatically knows exactly how you want things done.
What's on your mind. Yeah.
Right. Like I would say, especially since having this house, half of our conversations are like, can you do that? And I'll do this. Or like, you know, it's like, or you forgot to do this. And I'm like, I'm a little annoyed.
I've been in situations totally like where I'm like, hey, you know, this is like anything. It's not just cleaning. It's like, hey, what are we doing this weekend? I don't know. I got this, and that. If you plan something, I'm down. And then you see them in the weekend. They go, so what's the plan? And you're like, I guess that's not in your.
You're not going to be the. But it could be. That's the other thing, though. Like you could be. I think, like I've said this before, I think people can move like 15% from where they are.
They're cruise ships, not speedboat.
Yeah. But like if this guy wants the woman who's like cleaning the apartment and cooking for him and like coming over, like she's never going to be that person who's like, because that person would have done it already automatically. Right. But if he like really loves her and feels like, oh, okay, she's not that person, but if she would just like clean up after, if she cleans up after the cooking and she does, you know, and she helps me clean the apartment once a week, or she like cleans up after herself at least, whatever, like that's okay for me. Whatever, 15% away from whatever she's doing now, and maybe and if she's willing to do that, then it can work. If he's like, I want someone who's totally different in this personality trait, then it's not going to work.
I guess, yeah. If I was like him. Like, I'm wondering, like, you know, this is like when we come back to like disgustings versus clean people, you know, like we're two admitted disgustings.
Right.
So when we say we're disgustings, it's like, yeah, we'll put the plate in the sink and we'll get to it later when we get to it. Someone who's not a disgusting would go, listen, that plate, it just drives me crazy, you know, and can you just try and clean those plates when you're done with it?
Would you do that?
I would do it. If that was brought to me that way. You know, and
if
so
they
I'm
were
thinking,
like, could you mop the floor twice a week? You'd be like, I think I'm out.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. Like you would come.
So I would kind of want, if I was her, I would want to know when did you get annoyed? Let's put away the the weapons.
And also, I wish that when you were annoyed, or even before you got annoyed, if there was something that you wanted that you just asked me for it.
Because I think that's what she needs to know going forward. Because it's like, hey, I don't want to be in your home and be thought about. That's why she's embarrassed, as we talked about before. Like, you know, if I'm her, I don't want to be in your home and not know when I'm annoying you.
Right.
Like, let me know. Like, I want to know, oh, I left the plate in the sink. I want to know what I have to apologize for and what I don't.
Well, that's kind of like the learning curve of being in a relationship, right? Is like people in the beginning, everyone's super polite and and doing, no one's calling people out on this stuff, but that's when it becomes a real relationship, when it's like
that's the work.
Right. You do this thing and it's actually kind of annoying me and I prefer that you didn't do that. That's like you have to get to a certain level of comfort with someone. Right. To say that.
And if the vacuuming thing, like that's a good one to like stay on. Do you really want me to, like, I would go, do you really want me to vacuum? Like, is that what you're looking for?
Right.
Or did you bring that up because you were annoyed at like the buildup? I need to know.
Right. Like, what does it actually look like to you to have me like pulling my weight?
Right.
In this
because it's too vague right now. And now she's down the rabbit hole of like, and I got a mop. Yeah. And it's like, you're right.
Do you think he's trying to break up with her?
I don't know. I think he's a little bit like me it came out at one moment. There were other things that have backed up over time.
Right.
We both sense that.
Yeah. And I mean, to her first question, what type of responsibility should be shared when you're at someone's apartment all the time? I think it's nice to either clean up when someone else is cooking or you bring over food. Like if you're like a normal person with a normal sense of like,
yeah, if you get there and plop on the couch and go, "What are we eating tonight?"
Dinner ready. Yeah,
I'd be like,
that would be like rude. A little entitled. Yeah. Like, but if you brought over the wine and cleaned up or did something else, like I think that there's a sense of if you're a person who wants to be contributing in a relationship. Like I would feel weird just going over to someone's apartment 4 times a week and having them cook for me and then just like letting them clean up.
Right. I would feel weird too. I would also feel weird if I walked into my apartment and my girlfriend was mopping.
That too.
So I'd be like, no, what are you doing? That's enough.
No, stop. I agree. Yeah.
So there's, again.
I think it's more about like her I don't think he wants her to mop. I think he wants her to like show that she's trying to contribute something.
That she thinks
how can I help?
Right.
Yeah.
And hey, can you pick up some stuff on the way here? That seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
A normal request. It's abnormal if you're like, I already got there to go, when are you going to start picking up your weight right there?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He might not be the best communicator. Maybe that's why he's divorced.
Right.
No, I'm saying it's not like that wouldn't be like a healthy way of expressing a frustration with someone is to wait until they fuck up and then to like yell at them in that moment.
No, yeah, right. I'm with you. Listen, I think we solved dating again.
We did. Do you feel more like you want a relationship more or less after these emails?
Way less.
Okay.
I'm very happy that I can sit in my tub tonight with the water showering down me.
Talk to your phone. When are you going to start contributing around here? Charge you all night.
When are you going to start pulling your water out of here? That's like an old school version.
Did Mom ever say that to you?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Not like that. You don't do anything. That would be more my mom's review of me.
Right.
Who's ever going to want to date you? That's sad.
Oh,
that's a fun one.
Yeah. I mean, if he said that to her, this would be a very different email. Who could be with someone like this?
That's what my mom says to me. Who could be with someone like you?
Oh, my God. That's so mean.
It's less mean to a guy.
Fair.
I guess it gets more mean as I get older. I don't know.
All right. Well, we did it. We solved dating.
I'm never drinking again until tonight.
Okay. Well, let's start with no dates. No date December.
No date December.
One date December.
One date
December.
One date.
No,
we'll see.
No drinks. Lots of drinks. We'll see. Okay.
All right.
That's it. We'll be back on Wednesday. Bye.
Boom.
The You Up podcast is produced by Jorge Morales-Pico, Sean Kilby, and Candice Maniga. Editing by Jorge Morales-Pico and Shannon Sassone. Social media by Candice Maniga. Guest booking by Ali Friedlander. Be sure to follow at u.up.podcast on Instagram and send us your emails to uup@betches.com.